What's up, bro?
Okay.
MP in the house.
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Pistons, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And check it out, Orlando, only a few spots below.
Right now for Detroit, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. The Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle, and it's Ben Carroll in at the four-man position. And for the Pistons, Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Thompson, then it's Duran, and it's MP in at the four slot. It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
Inside, Bane, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
And Shams, you see the Magic giving up 4 first-round picks and a swap for Desmond Bane. Your thoughts there?
Yeah, they really went for it, right? Like, you look at the moves that they're making in a wide-open Eastern Conference. Sometimes you have to overpay just a little bit to be able to fly out a player like Desmond Bane. He's a perfect fit in this lineup around Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Bane provides the shooting, the scoring they desperately need. They feel like he's tough. They feel like he's gritty. He really fits that timeline. They've got their core signed for the next 4 to 5 years.
Pressure's on Desmond Bane. Looks like Orlando is ready to make their run.
They're in win-now mode.
And Carroll no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for Detroit. Driving in. And it's Bane with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Banchero from outside the arc. Nice D from Thompson. The Pistons have gone 1 for 3 so far. MP against Wagner. Cunningham looking around. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, VA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Now here's Cunningham. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Making a switch here. Black's checked in. And a peek at the standings in this year's NBA Cup. The group stage is almost over.
And I have really enjoyed this year's version of the Cup. We're almost at the best part, too. The single elimination knockout rounds. I can't wait to get those started.
And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. three from Banchero.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating. This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Ali, we appreciate the report.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, B.A., I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, trying to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding one or two more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the three cities at the forefront of these conversations.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. It's a completely new group for the Pistons. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Herter's checked in for the Pistons. Then for Orlando, Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Wagner. De Silva comes in for Franz Wagner. Free throw good. Green. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Banchero against Harris. Black, left side. Pass to De Silva. Launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Harris. Guarded by Banchero. Harris's shot is good.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Carter, a screen on Green. The three from Bain. And another three for Orlando.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the inside. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Clock is at 3. Black, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Harris. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Banchero. Green against Bain. Here's Ben Carroll. Last game with 30. Carter, a screen on Harris. Ben Carroll, no good. Desmond Bain getting it done for the Magic. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter. of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Edwards out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Javonte Green. Then there's Kevin Herter. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Orlando shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
He's off on the first. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe. Start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Suggs is checked in for Richardson.
I don't like that. Take off.
Substitution. Number 4,
Interesting.
Herder against Suggs. And here's Edwards outside. The long-range hit from MP.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
MP, the pass to Herder. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Carter. Carter, a screen on Herder. Suggs outside. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to put one up here. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Yeah, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for De Silva. Pistons trail by 5. And Chums, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Suggs, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's MP. Work in the interior. MP.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that arm. What a night he's had.
Tries again. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
And stolen by Suggs. Black outside. And stolen by Cunningham. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Bane. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Yeah, great hustle by Bane. And puts himself in the right spot to deliver.
Here's MP. Oh, MP with the hammer.
Ooh, like an artist getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fun.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. For the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for MP. And it's Robinson in for Holland. And a change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in. Orlando leading by 7.
Hmm? Yeah, why wouldn't be? Why?
Now here's Suggs. Still no points. Wagner with a screen on Thompson. Bain finds Wagner. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Durham. With the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Black outside. Pass to Bain. Wagner for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 5 now.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Magic, Matase comes in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Black.
In for the Magic. Goga, Matase, De Silva.
Harris outside. Down low. And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Bain. Here's the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for them.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road.
So that's the end of the first half. Magic out in front, up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Orlando Magic.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. They've led by as many as 14. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Outside Bane. Bane with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Suggs. Pulls it from 20. And it's Wagner missing.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Thompson outside. That one drops for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Wagner. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game.
Bless.
From deep, Banchero. Edwards pulls it in. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pistons trail by 10. On the wing, Thompson. Now Edwards. He's covered by Suggs. Shot is good by Edwards.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
The Magic have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
Wagner outside. Back to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner with a screen. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
MP outside. To the middle. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. Hit the piston dancers. That was the piston dancers dancing.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Thompson. And it's Bain with the rebound.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And Carroll passes to Suggs. Back to Ben Carroll. Pass to Wagner. Ben Carroll outside. From distance, Paolo.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example.
Oh, MP, an emphatic finish.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
The three from Ben Carroll. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Bain. Pass to Ben Carroll. The three. Knocks down the long J. Ben Carroll's got 18.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Screen by MP. Cunningham passes to Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Robinson against Bain. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. Wagner with a screen on Thompson. Suggs, no good. Pistons trail by 12. Cunningham passes to Edwards. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Suggs against Cunningham. Pass to Bain. He shoots it. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. He's got 16.
And I like that there. I mean, give Bain something in rhythm.
Thompson, a screen on Ben Carroll. Here's Robinson. Thompson finds MP. Thompson scanning the floor. And
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. De Silva comes in for Bain. And Black subbed in for Suggs. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Orlando moving the ball around. Now Black. No made baskets yet. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Outside Herter. Outside Green. 5 to shoot. Picked by Stewart. Holland for 3. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando leading by 11. Banchero right side. Unloads from 13. That one no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside Herter. Here's Harris. Great D that time from Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. They've led by as many as 14. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Carter, a screen on Harris. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well, that's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got MP, Kevin Herter out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for MP.
Well, yeah. Have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Suggs with it. Pass to De Silva. Harris against Bain. Carter, a screen on Harris. And it's slammed in by Carter.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Right side Edwards. Harris passes to MP. Now Stewart. Edwards for 3. Knocks it down from distance. MP's got 16 in the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The 3 from Bain. Rebound Detroit. Edwards has got his 6th rebound on the night. Harris passes to Herter. Outside Edwards. Oh, MP throws it down.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his... authority.
Carter, a screen on Harris. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter's a really good pick-and-roll partner. Excellent hands, and he can finish, too.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Cunningham's checked in for Herder. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Here's Cunningham. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Cade on the move. Edwards, a pass to Green. And Edwards slams it in.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on Harris. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, love the
unselfishness from Bain. Very willing to give the ball up.
Pistons trail by 8. Cunningham passes to Stewart. MP outside. And Edwards slams it in.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Orlando has possession.
Stops.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the paint. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Suggs outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bain. Over Harris. Bain, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Pistons. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Drills it from deep.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Orlando leading by 3. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. He's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Robinson in for Green. Then for Orlando, Paolo Banchero comes in for Carter. And Franz Wagner subbed in for Black. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Thompson. The putback. MP flying in for the putback.
His timing is impeccable. Red hot just as the game gets tense.
No question. Fourth quarter and a close one, and he's made 6 straight. That's getting it done big time.
Bain. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Zero fear from Bain. He wants to take the big shots.
Here's Robinson. Outside Cunningham. Thompson outside. Now Edwards. And stolen by Banchero. Suggs surveys the D. And Carroll with a screen on Cunningham. And Carroll hammers it home.
Now, what's your name? Hayes.
And Carroll going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Edwards. And he slams it down.
Oh boy, Did MP's team need that basket? Already proven he can come up big in his young career.
Let's go.
Second team foul. At the line for Detroit, Edwards, and he, one shot.
They throw good, Edwards.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
Payne outside. Suggs against Cunningham. And Carroll outside. And Carroll delivers inside.
Stepping up in a big moment, Paolo Banchero. Love that leadership.
Now Robinson. Edwards. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hook loose and stolen by Edwards. And now the Pistons in transition. Cunningham delivers in transition.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Wagner with a screen on MP. Banchero! He drills the wide-open jumper.
And you can see why they put him in these spots. He's able to use his size to get the shot he wants. Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Outside Cunningham. Now Edwards. Oh, the stuff!
Coming through in the clutch. MP with the big-time basket.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Here's Banchero. Payne outside. Now Suggs. Wagner with a screen. 6 to shoot. Cunningham brings the double. From downtown. Cleared away by Edwards.
Not over here.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And he powers it down, one-handed.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure. Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Edwards. Banchero pulls it down. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock. Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Wow.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Timeout called. The Pistons. They're down by 4. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here. Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And there's the...